Today, we're going to be solving these two Rubik's Cubes with oven mitts. I've seen a few people attempt this challenge, and today I wanted to try it myself with this small Rubik's Cube, as well as with this 90mm GE Rubik's Cube. I think it might be easier on this one, but I guess we'll just have to see. So without further ado, let's go ahead and scramble this up. And let's get right into today's challenge. So I actually figured out I couldn't start the stack mat with my oven mitts on, so we're going to be using CS timer for today's solve. Alright, let's get started. I do have to admit this challenge is pretty difficult because the cube is really small compared to the oven mitts, and it's pretty hard to grip each individual side to actually turn the cube, so you actually have to be kind of creative with the way you turn. Especially because you kind of really can't turn, and all of my algorithms are in my muscle memory. It's pretty hard to remember some of the algorithms, and I actually did mess up a easy COLL in this one. So I ended up just going back to like basically 2-look OLL. You see me kind of like stop there for a second trying to think, and I still mess up in the end. You also see me try to do an H-perm there, and it kind of works out. I just have to like use both hands to do kind of like a wide move and then a double move to do my M's. Alright, that solve was about 3 minutes and 20 seconds, which isn't bad considering that this is like my second time doing it ever, so I'm pretty happy with that for now. Now let's get into the second solve with this big GE 3x3. For this one, I was a lot more confident because I actually knew kind of how to turn the cube now, especially with the 90mm one being so much larger. It's a lot easier to grip it, so I was able to go a lot faster for the first half with the cross and F12. And I was pretty hopeful for this one that I'd get a good time, but then the last layer was terrible and I forgot a lot of the algorithms. I think PLL specifically, as you can see, OLL was pretty smooth. And I got a E-perm, I think, and I had no idea how to do it, so I just did one A-perm. And then I tried to chain it into another A-perm, and I just couldn't figure out how to finish it because I was just so reliant on muscle memory. So I just basically messed up, and I tried to save it, but at that time it was too late because it was like 4 minutes already. So you see me just trying to quickly finish the rest of the solve. And I think I got a F-perm, which was relatively easy because it's just 3 moves set up to T-perm. So I messed up a couple of algorithms in there, so that was a 4 minute and 21 second solve. I want to try that again because I think I can get a lot faster with this larger 3x3. So let's go ahead and scramble it up, and we'll do it one last time. Overall, this solve went, I'd say, like the best out of all my solves, and because this is really quick, I don't really have time to say much, but you know, it was really smooth. I took all of the things I learned from my previous solve and I put it into this. It was pretty lucky. I got some good cases. I still messed up one Sune algorithm, which is kind of crazy, but I was able to save it at the end. It was an N-perm, but it was basically just a J-perm with some extra moves, so it wasn't that bad. That was a 1 minute and 48 solve. And I'm really happy with this because it's like nearly 2 times faster than my previous solve on this large one. And yes, I do believe it's a lot easier to be doing these oven mitt solves on larger cubes because it's a lot easier to grip the whole side with your mitt. This is a very fun event overall, and I think it's almost like a workout because not only do you need to move your hands, you also need to move your arms to get all of the turns in. What I recommend you guys doing is trying this thing out at your own house because all it requires is basically any Rubik's Cube and a pair of oven mitts. And yeah, send me your times in the comments down below, and you know, we can see how everybody else does. With that, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!